Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Welcome to Ant Flow Friday. I'm going to get the comments going here for you guys. Sorry, we are a couple minutes late. We had some, or I had some audio difficulties. But yeah, glad you could join us. And this is Ant Flow Friday. As I said, I'm Gina Bonanno with Raw News and Politics. This is Alex from Devil's Advocate Productions. And yeah, we do this show every Friday live from 12 to 2 Pacific time, 3 to 5 Eastern. And we just rant, rave, and let it flow. So,
From coast to
eh,
coast.
yep, hence the name. So, hey, everyone in the chat, good to see you guys. We have a very full show for you today. So,
Indeed.
yeah, we should probably dive in because we got a lot to cover. So, as you guys know, oh, wow, thank you so much for the jewels. This is Angel74. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Somebody's saying my audio's not good.
That's Dieter McBusiness. Me and him do a show on Wednesdays over on this space.
Ah, okay. What I don't know what's going on with my audio. Can everybody else hear me? You can hear me,
Okay.
right,
He
Alex?
said, yeah, he says the volume's good now.
Okay, I turned it up one notch.
Thank you, Dieter.
I
Appreciate
kicked
you.
it up a notch like Emerald Lagasse. All
Emerald
right.
Lagasse's having a comeback. People are making him
Is
trend
he?
on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just posting old clips. I'm like, yeah, where did Emerald go?
Wow.
Why is he gone?
Wow. Wow. Well, that's cool. All right,
Yeah.
guys. So I'm still dealing with the eye, still dealing with some watering and stuff. So you're gonna see me dabbing it, but it is what it is until I can maybe go through another surgery. But anyway, um, all right. So let's dive in. So as I shared earlier in the week, we had, great progressive win in Michigan. Abdul El Sayed won, as we all knew would happen. Just the typical, they're trying to make him out to be a terrorist. I mean, if you look at Twitter, it's been just nonstop, brown man scare tactics, Muslim man scare tactics.
No.
And you, Alex, sent me a great clip of Jennifer Welch from I've Had It. So should we play that one right
Yeah,
now
love
first?
love Jen Welch. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she has a great take here.
Yeah. Yeah. So here she is. This is what she has to say, which is very accurate.
And then they trot out these candidates and try, like Mike Rogers, and try to get you to think that he's actually going to service Michiganders. And they know he won't. So what they're going to do is they're going to say, Abdul El Sayed, he must be a terrorist. He must be this insane person. Well, they've run against him and they can't dig up any dirt on him at all. They've tried. They say, oh, he campaigned with Hassan Piker. Who gives a shit? Tough titties. Get over it. All of you are campaigning with J.D. Vance, Stephen Miller, Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, etc. Go fuck yourselves. I am so sick of this bullshit narrative that somehow who the Democrats campaign with is this horrible thing. Look at the monsters running this country into the ground.
I think that's
So
great.
very true. So
So
very
true, so
true.
true. Hassan Piker, the thing they bring up so much about him, one time he said, America deserved 9/11 in an exasperated fashion, as he goes on to then describe blowback of Reagan funding the Mujahideen against the Russians in Afghanistan in the 80s, and then abandoning them with all our weapons that we sold to them. And then, of course, 10 years later, they're pissed off because Reagan didn't help fight their fight that they wanted. So then they come and attack us. It was literally Reagan did 9/11, if you want to put it clearly. And yeah, he said some words that people found offensive. You know what
Hmm.
Stephen Miller has done? Actively gotten
Yeah.
people killed. You know what Elon Musk has done? Actively gotten people killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's insane, the double standard. The Democrats,
Yeah. I
I'm saying
mean,
the Democrats hold them to.
you've got, Elon Musk on stage doing like a Nazi salute.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, yeah, let's campaign with him. He's great. We don't see a problem." You've got all of these people across the country that are anti-Semites that are actively Nazis. Like, how many people at January 6th who went there
Yeah.
and broke into the Capitol were actual not neo-Nazis? I
And are
can't
now
even.
running for Congress.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
January 6th is running for Congress. You got
yeah.
who's that guy, Max Miller, who's
Hmm.
January 6er, woman abuser, child abuser, and they're like, he had family troubles. It's
Yeah,
over now. Jim Jordan, of course, the one being asked about that. Oh,
yeah.
perfect person to
Jim
ask.
Jordan, who covered up for,
Right. He's
crimes
used to covering shit up.
against young boys.
Hmm.
Yeah, in his wrestling team. Um, you know, the hypocrisy, I mean, it goes without saying. It's just
Yeah.
off the charts, these people. And the problem is the left caves to it. This is the issue I see, is that the right, they go, yeah, so what? Okay,
Yeah.
what? Or they don't even address it really. How
Right.
many of them actually address the Nazis, the anti-Semites, the, black hating, Jew hating, like anything other than white, straight, male hating right wingers in their party? None of them address it. And yet,
None of them.
they act like it never happened. Like, as long as see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And everybody on the left is like, oh, we have to get away from Hassan Piker because, oh my God, he said one thing that pissed people off and was not completely, I don't even know how you would explain it. like not
Here's the thing.
politically
It's not
correct,
even
not,
the left.
I mean, nope. Alex is down again. Anyway, here's the thing, guys. When you speak for a living, especially when you're speaking live, as Hassan does, for 8 hours a day, you're going to say some shit. You're going to piss people off. You're probably going to piss off everyone. I think Alex is back. Let me see if I can find him. Nope, I don't see him. Nope, he's still not back. All right, so I'm just going to keep going until he's back. But yeah, everybody who's online, who speaks for a living, especially live, you're going to say something at some point that is going to piss off everyone. And you're going to have, a consciousness of thought. Oh, here he is. Oh, now he's gone again. If you're speaking off the cuff, stream of consciousness, you are just going to you're going to say something. You're going to say something either out of anger, frustration, whatever the case may be, and you're going to piss people off. And Hassan Piker seems to be like the anger du jour for the right, because everybody and anybody on the right now is just raging against Hassan Piker. Case in point, I have another video to share with you guys. This was from the Sean Hannity show, but it was Mark Levin that he brought in. Let me see. I think Alex is trying to come back in. Okay,
I'm back. I'm sideways, but I'm back. Look, folks, I'm on location. All right, we're doing it live.
You should be able to log in and flip your screen. There you go.
What if I did like this? Is that okay? Is that working?
Yeah. You're right side up
Hey,
again.
there we go. All right, folks, listen. As I was saying.
Okay. So
We do it live here.
Yeah. You guys are getting the full effect. All right. So I was just about to play Mark Levin's freak out, his meltdown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw this, Alex, but he was on Sean
Oh,
Hannity's
yeah.
show. So just to
Don't you mean Scott Hannity?
Yeah. We'll play out that one for you guys too. So Sean Hannity plays this clip of Hassan Piker, and it's much longer than what I'm going to show you guys. But he's asked by a CNN reporter, So what if the candidate in 2028 for the president, what if that candidate is not, what if that person is someone who still wants to support Israel and send them funding? Will you still vote for the Democratic candidate? So Hassan Piker goes on to explain that I don't think I'm going to have to contend with that. And here's the rest of his answer, and then you're going to see Mark Levin have a complete meltdown and throw a tantrum.
0% chance that whoever the elected...
Hold on, guys. I still got Jennifer Welch up. Sorry.
that wins the primary,
Let me start that.
there is 0% chance that whoever the elected Democrat is that wins the primary will be pro-Israel in any way, shape, or form. You'll see.
You know, this guy is, well, we're on cable TV. I got to watch it. He's a real lowlife. You know, it's a funny thing, this guy Puker. He doesn't condemn communist China. In fact, he says Mao was the greatest man to ever walk the planet. Right now, communist China has about 2 million Uyghurs, Muslims, in internment camps where they're being raped, tortured, enslaved, and murdered. He says nothing. In Yemen, which is 99% Muslim, 150,000 Muslims have been starved to death and murdered. In the Syrian civil war, 580,000 Muslims were killed, and this lowlife says nothing about any of it. He is obsessed with Jews and Israel. He's obsessed with America. And by obsessed, I mean he hates us. He hates this country. He hates the citizens of this country. He hates the Israelis. He hates Jews. I don't know how this guy gets a platform. I don't know how anybody pays to give him a platform. He's not intelligent. He's just a thug. He's just another Jew hater. And you can find them anywhere. You can find them on the street. You can find them anywhere. So this guy gets paid a fortune because he's a Jew hater. Now, as far as the Democrat Party goes, I hate to say this, he's not that far off the mark. The Democrat Party is led by individuals who are Israel haters. By Israel haters, you have to be a Jew hater. It's the only Jewish state that exists.
Okay, so couple of things. He goes on to say that Bernie Sanders hates the Jews. I'm like, Bernie Sanders is Jewish, and he has always been a supporter of Israel until this genocide.
Yeah, and even then, it took him a couple of years to even say the word genocide, which a lot of people on the left have been criticizing Bernie for. Look, Mark Levin is he's a character, that guy. He's also just said a bunch of contradictory statements. So China is persecuting Muslims. Yemen is persecuting Muslims. He cares about this? Why?
Yeah.
Does he love Muslims?
Since when?
Is he a Muslim lover? When does he give a shit?
Since when?
He also says,
oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead. He also says to hate Israel is to hate the Jews because it's the only Jewish state. I'm a Jew. I don't like Israel. I don't think any state should be an ethno state, religious or otherwise. Mm-hmm. That is incompatible with democracy. That is incompatible with a free society. Apartheid is by definition not a free society. So what is his problem? And this is about the Democrats. You should be psyched then. If this guy is such a detriment, such a radical figure, you should be encouraging every Democrat to campaign with him because of course they'll lose. Of course they'll lose if he's so toxic. Who pays for him to have a platform? Jeff Bezos. He's the one who owns Twitch. If you have a problem, call him up. I'm sure you have him in your Rolodex.
Yeah.
See what happens when you ban him.
Obviously, Hassan has a lot of sway because he makes a lot of money. The guy makes a shit ton of money from his subscribers. So he is popular, and they need to contend with that. But, you know, what I find really just so laughable, and not in a funny way, but just in an ironic way, is that this is the new argument. Oh, this is going on in this country, and the left isn't saying anything about it. This is going on in this country. The left doesn't say. Are we funding it? Are our tax dollars paying China? Are we giving China weapons? Are we giving them billions of dollars every year so that they can kill Uyghurs? No. I have been speaking out about the Uyghurs for many years, even before I started this channel. So for this guy, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I care about the Uyghurs in China now. Shut the fuck up, Mark Levin.
Yeah.
Seriously, he doesn't give a goddamn. It's just a convenient argument now. But, even if he had cared, again, we're not funding that. We're not funding the other things that he talked about there.
Mm.
Now,
you know who has been talking about these things?
Great allies.
Right. Yeah. You know who has been talking about these things? Hassan Piker. He's been talking about all of these different Sudan, Yemen, China, all the human rights abuses around the world. They don't watch his 8-hour-a-day streams because one, who could? I appreciate the guy does it, but man, it is a lot of broadcasting. But yeah, he has covered all of these topics. He is funded by subscribers. He absolutely could make a lot more if he did brand deals, if he even chose to run ads on Twitch, which he chooses not to, because he wants to be as independent as possible while using a platform that is owned by a tech billionaire, because which platform isn't? That he is trying to be as independent as possible. And he just happened to get... It's their own fault. He's popular. It was Andrew Cuomo who said his name at the debate. It was the upstate Democrats, which I'm upstate right now. I got to look around, make sure no Democrats are listening. That made him a big deal when there was a candidate, Effie Staley Phillips, who was on his show, and the chairs of the Rochester and Westchester Democratic parties came together to write a letter condemning him, which only made him even more popular. And now he is going around the country highlighting candidates, and those candidates are more often than not getting elected. You made him. You made him. He was already big, but he was still an internet personality. The internet personalities do not cross over into mainstream unless the mainstream reaches out.
On the left, I would say.
Yes.
On the right, they do, because Fox will bring on
absolutely.
streamers. Fox will bring on, a Jack Posobiec,
Chris Rufo,
fucking
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Left-wing media, they still haven't caught up to that. Until they do, the Democratic Party is like, they're writing in stone, with a chisel. I mean, they still don't get that they need to wake up, and they need to, get on board with new media, with all these different people that are coming out online, especially YouTube, Twitch, and what have you. I mean, look, Fox gave Tommy Lauren her own show. She started off making videos in her bathroom.
I mean, look, CNN and MSNBC, they are, to call them left is very generous, I guess, in comparison to Fox, but it is, look at what they're doing. They're getting rid of hosts. They're getting rid of Mehdi Hassan, Joy Reid, anybody who would not toe the line of what they wanted to toe, especially when it came to Israel. So they are, and hilariously, someone pointed this out, Hassan's starting to wear suits. Another content creator, Jack, I can't spell his last name, Chalarino, he's very Italian last name. He's wearing suits. A lot more like lefty influencer types are wearing suits, a little more formal wear, so they can be seen as taken more seriously. Whereas watch CNN, watch MSNBC, they're trying to make their studios look like a bedroom, like a dorm room. They're trying to wear casual wear to make it seem like they're making a podcast instead of a national news broadcast. We're going to flip the whole thing. You're going to see Anderson Cooper
MS Now hosts will be showing up in their pajamas and
exactly
fuzzy slippers.
Are we relatable now? Are we relatable now? Will you please listen to us now?
Hello, fellow kids.
Exactly.
That's the vibe they have. Oh my God. So I want to show just, for any audience members who are like, oh, what, you guys are Jew haters too. You're just like Hassan. Why do you all hate Israel? Well, take a look at this. I have a few videos to show people. First of all, they haven't stopped killing Palestinians. Not
Yeah.
for one day since the ceasefire, since this was supposed to be all over with, they have not stopped. So I want to show you guys. This is an attorney. His name is, let me see if I can read it. I can't make out his name. But anyway, this is an attorney in Israel, and he was talking to a BBC reporter recently. Oh, I hear a bunch of crackling.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's
Is
from
it
your,
better?
yeah,
All right.
yeah. It sounded like you're shaking a box of rocks. So this Israeli attorney was interviewed by the BBC, and he was asked, like, about the disparity in how many people they have killed, how many people the IDF have killed in Palestine. And yes, I do call it Palestine because I do believe in a two-state solution. So anyway, take a look at what he says. It's just vile.
Sounds like you're saying one Jewish life is worth hundreds or thousands of Palestinian lives.
Not million. One Jewish life, it's 10 million, okay?
That just sounds racist.
Yes, I know. I know, but this is the truth. Because God chose us. Because of this, you are jealous.
I saw this the other day, and this really does go to the heart
Sickening.
of, growing up as a Jew. I heard this rhetoric, we are the chosen people, but we don't like to brag, that kind of stuff. But no, some Jews do like to brag. Some Jews really take that chosen people thing to heart and act like this. Now, it's not just Jews. Muslims do it. Christians do it. People of any religion, organized religion. If you grow up believing, actually, you guys are the ones who are getting into heaven. You guys are going to be rewarded for your faith. It might go to your head to the point where you start looking at everyone else as below you, as beneath you. This is an inevitable result of, and especially in Israel, an apartheid ethno state, where you have a caste system. Yes, you can. I mean, did you see that there was a video of two Palestinian kids in like a convenience store, and some IDF soldiers started bullying? Like, this is what they do
Smacking
for
them
fun.
around.
It's just like, oh, we can go pick on these people, get our aggression out, because they're
Yeah.
not people to us. They're they're demons, actually, that we are righteously justified in harassing and hurting.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
this is the story of every fucking genocide on Earth, going
Yeah.
back to the dawn of time. It's superiority complex over a perceived weaker enemy. Just humans killing humans for fucking nonsensical reasons.
Yeah.
It needs to be stopped. Our funding of it, at least, needs to be fucking stopped.
Yeah. This is why I hate religion in general. This is why I will never be a part of a religion. This is why I think religion should not exist because, you just otherize everyone else. It's just, I'm better. I'm the chosen one. I'm the one that matters. You're not. You suck. It's like, what is the point? I mean, it's all bullshit. To me, most of it was made up. Most of it seems like books that
Yeah.
were written by men who just wanted to control other people, and that's what they used to do it.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and as I've said before, if the Bible was written by a woman, it would be a hell of a lot different book. It would have had a lot of different shit in it.
There is
A lot
so
of
much.
different
There is
stuff
so
not
much
in it.
stuff in any ancient religious text that is of the time, written by who's writing. First of all, who even has the ability to write? It's the nobility. It's the kings. They're putting in things going. By the way, also God said, "I'm king, and all of my lineage is kings." Also, God said, "Don't eat pork because We need to help the beef industry. Like, there's political shit in in those ancient religions texts that were literally just of the time. Like, hey, we need to convince people to buy more pork or eat less pork or don't eat shellfish because of this reason or that reason. And then generations go by and it just becomes like, oh, this is like God's law now.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
If you
muddled and
think about
convoluted.
it, religion and all of these religious texts like the Bible and the Torah and all this, they're kind of like today's USDA commercials.
Yeah,
Right?
kind of. Yes. Yes. Not
Pork,
too
it's the
dissimilar.
other white meat.
Yeah.
The incredible edible egg. I mean,
Very much so. Very much so. And also not too like I hate when people go, oh, Scientology, Mormonism, those are crazy. It's like they're not any more crazy than
Yeah.
Christianity or Judaism.
there's
or
more
Islam.
other books written by other men who
Yeah.
claim that God spoke through them. I mean,
There's actually
how
a
are
more
they any different?
there's actually a clearer narrative with those because they're modern.
Yeah. Yeah. And, speaking of how cruel the IDF is and how they take pleasure in harming people, I want to show you this is part of a video. I did a longer show on it the other day. It was a bunch of different Michigan voters that they sat down with Abdul al-Sayed, and these were all Trump voters. So these were all people, not like hardcore, MAGA Kool-Aid cult, but
Right.
it sounded like a lot of them were more so swing voters, although some of them said, yeah, I consider myself to be a Republican, but they had all voted for Donald Trump in 2024. And this is what I'm going to show you is a Lebanese man talking about what is going on in his home country and what just happened to his family.
Yeah.
So check this out.
Trump did visit Dearborn, and he said that we will try his best to end wars in the Middle East. We accepted his, pledge.
There is the largest Arab American community here in Michigan, and mostly are from the southern Lebanon. My dad is building this dream home for all of us as brothers and sisters, and it vanished in a couple of seconds, and the soldiers were laughing about demolishing the whole village. As an American citizen, I'm paying taxes for this government to bomb and kill us for what?
That's pretty
So-
powerful.
Yeah. So IDF goes and blows up his family's home, the home that his father is building for him and his brothers, and they laugh about it. But we're supposed to go, oh, but they're the chosen ones, so let's keep sending them billions of dollars every year while we here in America can't afford to feed the poor, have homeless people living in the streets with their children. Oh, I don't know what that is, Alex. I keep
Oh,
hearing that
sorry.
crackling.
Maybe it's my wire.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, we don't have health insurance. Millions of Americans, tens of millions of Americans can't afford health insurance, or even if they can't afford to get the treatment that they need because they can't afford the copays and the deductibles. So it's like, but yet we're gonna fund these ghouls who laugh as they blow up people's homes.
Yeah.
It's freaking sick.
The sick thing is we could afford to do that too. If they desperately wanted to keep funding Israel, you could fund Israel and also get rid of homelessness, give everyone free healthcare, give people free housing. If you just tax the billionaires more, if you just made it so Elon Musk can't be a trillionaire, if you made it so Jeff Bezos can't own the Washington Post and Amazon and a movie studio and a TV studio and a production house. If you did, then you could fund all the genocide you want, American government, but you could also give people free healthcare. But yeah, I think we should stop doing that. I have a friend whose family's in Lebanon. She's terrified all the time. I just saw a video on somebody posted that tracks Israeli drones flying over Lebanon, just constantly with audio from the inside of his house, just hum a constant buzzing sound that is psychological warfare and torture, knowing that at any moment you can be shot, bombed, you could watch somebody be bombed, you could watch a building across them, you crumble. Just constantly knowing you're being surveilled and watched and could be killed at any second. They are the number one terrorist state on earth right now. Coming close, really getting close to Saudi Arabia with their funding of terrorism. But I don't know. Saudi Arabia is not out. They might fund terrorist cells like Al Qaeda, and ISIS, but they don't have a state army going after people. Like, this is an army infrastructure, a state infrastructure terrorizing people, which is another level. This is why when Hassan Piker says Hezbollah is technically more moral than Israel, or Hamas is more moral than Israel, it's because it's the power dynamic. Yes, they might be doing the same amount of torture and murder and cruelty, but the scale is vastly enlarged with Israel just because they have more resources.
Yeah. Well, and Israel is held up as being a legitimate, or the IDF, I should say, is a legitimate group.
It's crazy.
Well, they're just, the military for this great country, whereas Hezbollah, Hamas, those are terrorist organizations. So you ought to, it's like everybody around the world just automatically assumes anything that they do is unjust, anything that the IDF does, no matter how cruel, how disgusting, having dogs rape prisoners, having, filming themselves raping prisoners with pipes or whatever. That's justified. Because and
when Mark Levin says, they're raping people in China in prisons and they're torturing people in prisons in China, what do you think they're doing to Palestinians in prison? They just passed a law that will allow the death penalty only for Palestinian prisoners.
Yep.
So now they can execute them all. They're doing death camps. They're doing a Holocaust.
Yeah. They literally have children locked up.
Yeah.
And no charges.
And by the way, we're doing that here too. What do you think ICE is? ICE is just our very own IDF, our very own Gestapo running around capturing people.
We are turning into them. And just like I have a problem with it here and call them the Gestapo, I absolutely have a problem with them doing it there. So it has nothing to do with being Jewish, and like I like to tell people, I was very much in love with a Jewish man. Dated him for a couple of years. It's like he would be very blown away and laugh at you if you said that I hate Jewish people.
Right. And I mean, most Zionists in this country are evangelical Christians. It has nothing to do. It's an ideology. It has nothing to do with Judaism. It's about a state, the ideology that believes that this state has a right to exist at the detriment of anyone else who it doesn't like.
Yeah. And and people will say, oh, well, don't you think that, if you, as I showed, I think it was last week that we were talking about this, if you let the Palestinians just to have free reign in Israel, they're going to take over, they'll have dominion over the Jewish people. It's like, what are you talking about? Because you give them freedom of speech, free rights, because they get equality. I mean, who's trying to give them dominion over anything? We're just saying,
Gina,
don't just randomly kill them.
If you allow black folks to vote in this country, white people will be enslaved. Don't you know? White genocide is coming for
will
you.
Cease to exist as we currently know it. Yeah. It's the same bullshit arguments, same racist.
It's the
crap.
same shit. It's the same shit.
Yeah. Anyway, so we also have some fun clips from another Sean Hannity segment that you sent me. So why don't you set this one out? Actually, I put the two clips that you sent me together of Chris
Okay,
Rabb.
great.
So
Yeah.
if you want to set
So
this up.
So Chris Rabb is just got elected to Congress. He's a member of DSA. I listened to him and Cori Bush. Shout out Cori Bush. She unfortunately lost this week, but she's staying in the fight. I listened to them do a talk about the history of black radicalism in the country and he's been really popping off, showing that he could be a real leader in the Democratic Party, especially in this new revamped squad, whatever you want to call it, the progressive, the real progressive caucus of the congressional Democrats. And here he is being interviewed by none other than Sean, or is it Scott Hannity, on Fox News.
This is funny.
For Pennsylvania's 3rd Congressional District, Chris Rabb joins us now. Chris, appreciate you coming. Let me just go through
My
the
pleasure.
DSA.
Thank you, Scott.
My name is not Scott. My name is Sean, but that's okay.
Apologies.
Do you want to abolish ICE?
Absolutely. And dismantle the immigrant concentration camps.
Do you want to defund the Department of War?
We need to radically reduce how much money we're spending with the Pentagon. Absolutely. Our war budget is radically larger than every other country combined.
Do you want
Love it. That's how you do that. That's how you do an interview with an adversarial interview. You get your points across, regardless of what the question is. He will. Oh, you want to get rid of the Department of War? Yes, we need to absolutely reduce the Pentagon budget. It's bigger than any other budget of any secretary in the
And
world.
what do we have to show for it right now? We have depleted ammunition. That's what we have to show for
Right.
it. What the fuck are they doing with our money?
Because Hegseth is a child who's just like, keep bombing them. Keep bombing them forever. We got infinite bombs. Oh, wait, we don't? What?
Yeah.
And I love how we
hear
call him
about that
Scott.
whole thing that when they went to Camp David and Donald Trump apparently went off on him.
He's chewing him out.
And,
He'll be the next. You hear about both Fox
But
hosts.
he blamed his underling. He was like, oh, well, I was told by my deputy that we had plenty of ammunition. It's like, you're the Secretary of Defense, guy. Like, grow the fuck up. Step up. Be a man. Take responsibility.
But that would involve being an adult.
Yeah.
They're not. They're children.
No, he's still a frat boy, is what he reminds me
So
of.
Pete Hegseth and Jeanine Pirro, both Fox hosts, both now in the administration, are in hot water. Jeanine Pirro for not federally prosecuting whoever vandalized the reflecting pool. That's why he's mad at her, which is hilarious.
No, well, technically, yes, but really it was for bringing a case in which they had zero evidence to begin with. So, I mean, the guy's a former Olympic athlete. You think he's over there cutting up the reflecting pool and ripping it up? He said there was a piece floating. He reached in to touch it because he was curious to see what it felt like. And all of a sudden they come in and arrest him and then hit him with these bogus charges. And it's so obvious. Like Donald Trump said himself, you can't even cut through this stuff. It's so thick. You can't even cut through it. Not with a knife, not with a box cutter, blah, blah, blah. And now all of a sudden, they cut it. Those horrible, dastardly Democrats cut it. It's like, dude, you said yourself you can't cut it.
They're doing things to try and justify their own reality. So in his reality, it's so impenetrable. It's the best material ever. You can't cut it. But this guy touched it, so he must be responsible, and he must have some super advanced technology that will allow him to cut through this impenetrable material. He's got adamantium claws like Wolverine, and he's slicing it up. And I love Chris Rabb going on Hannity. First of all, calling him Scott, and then being like, "Oh, it's not Scott." Apologies. Just like total power move.
Yeah,
Love
like,
it.
I
And
don't
then
even care who you are. Don't pay attention to you.
yeah,
Never heard
you're
of you
small.
before. Totally
He little
unimpressed.
broed him. It was perfect. And then all Hannity does is just rattle off the DSA like platform at him and go, so let's go through the platform. Do you agree with this? Do you agree with that? And he's like, yes, this is awesome. Yes, here's why. Let me explain. We should get rid of the concentration camps in the country. Again, getting through to audience members who might be receptive to this.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it, but might be one or two who at least go, oh, this guy that they've been telling me is like a radical left lunatic seems pretty normal to me.
Yeah.
Seems pretty like cordial and nice. Hannity seems he's being rude. That's the best you can get sometimes. And if that's what does it, then good. Because Chris Rabb has no reason to go on Hannity other than to try and peel off maybe some of those viewers who might not feel good about Donald Trump, who might not feel good about the high gas prices or the price of eggs or the fact that Donald Trump. Remember last Christmas, Donald Trump said, "You don't need to get anybody over 10 a present for Christmas. Matter of fact, anybody under 10, get them one thing. That's it."
Yeah.
Telling
And all
Americans
the little girls have too many dolls, remember?
too many dolls.
No
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than 2 dolls.
Yeah. Tell
They were
Americans
they were
to
calling him
moderate.
Two doll Donnie.
$2 Donnie. Oh my God. I bet that has a different connotation in terms of the Epstein files.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
this guy, I'm telling you,
Oh my God.
he is so unpopular right now that, and this could lead into the next segment, that factions of the Republicans are trying to start their own party, start a third party so that they can get the stink of the word Republican off of them.
Yep. Yeah. Let me actually bring that up.
I don't think it'll work, but
one funny thing I want to say as we bring this up. Oh, you know what? Actually, before we get to that, have you heard this whole thing about Boy George?
oh yeah,
Okay,
disappointing.
So for the audience, for anybody who has not heard about this, I'm going to bring this up for you guys. So, I was a Joy Borge. I was a Boy George fan, as I'm sure many people watching were growing up. But yeah, this guy has lost his freaking mind. So I'm going to bring this up for you. One thing I do want to say, though, it's funny that he called Sean Hannity Scott, because that same thing happened on Breaking Points. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh really?
Yeah, they had a progressive candidate on one day. I think it was on a Friday when they do a live, and so Pinkerbell says Joy Borge is his evil twin. Maybe it's his sister.
Yeah.
Who would know? Anyway, yeah, Ryan Grimm was interviewing a progressive candidate, and poor guy, he kept calling Ryan by the wrong name. He was so sure that was his name. He just kept using it over and over again, and Ryan never corrected him. So the comment section was just filled with people calling Ryan by the wrong name.
That's so funny.
They're like, hey, we need more, Perry or whatever the hell he called him. It may have even been Scott too. But they're like, yeah, we need more of him, less Ryan Grimm.
I need more of this. Because the amount of times going back to Mark Levin for a second, and going back to Rush Limbaugh, they say the Democrat Party instead of the Democratic Party, because Democrat invokes the word rat, right? It makes people think of vermin or whatever. Right. So they always mispronounce names. Oh, who's this Zoran Mamdani guy? Who's the Al Saeed? So do it to them. Do it right back. What is your name? Seen Hannity? Seen Hannity? What is that? Ansel Earhart? What is your name?
He has the most jacked up name anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
Stefan Ducey?
Earnhardt. Like, come on.
Stefan Ducey? Brain
Could
kill
our parents
meaty?
have been more up their own asses? Like,
Oh my God.
Ainsley.
But yeah, some of these waspy names too are really hard to, how many Ashleys have you seen with a GH? Anyways.
Yeah.
What is this boy
Whenever
George?
I hear her name, I think of that scene from what was it, Trading Places? Remember
Oh,
with
love Trading Places. Great movie.
remember when they're at the club, and what's his name shows up, and he had already lost everything, and he's got the pimp coat on, and
Yeah, Ackroyd.
somebody
Yeah.
else's clothes, and all the stuck up rich people are all talking, and I said, "You've got to be kidding."
Such a great film.
So anyway, without further ado, here is one article, and it will not come up. I must have something up. Oh, I still have the Chris Rabb thing. Okay, so for anybody who hasn't heard, no, that is not Boy George with the blonde hair on your screen. That's a little girl. But Boy George pissed everybody off, not everybody, but people who actually know that it is a genocide that they are committing in Gaza, by putting out this pro-Israel song justifying the genocide. And he didn't even sing it himself. He made it with AI, which
Oh
is
my God.
such a joke. Yeah. So basically the song is like, you call it genocide, I say war, blah, blah, blah. Well, it has not gone over well. He is getting canceled left and right. So he was supposed to do, he had a part in Jesus Christ Superstar. Like, this is a big production. This isn't,
Yeah.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's production. And he was playing King Herod. He now is out. I don't know if his manager or agent advised him, this is not good. You should probably step down. You should probably step aside and not do this. Because people are talking about boycotting, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
And yeah, so if anybody wants to go look it up, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to give it any more airtime, but it's called We Will Dance Again. But yeah, it just is vile. It's just vile filth of Boy George losing his marbles and trying to pretend that genocide isn't real, and that Israel has every right to just go murder hundreds of thousands of women, children, and men, and create the largest population of child amputees on the planet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's wild. I mean, it's always wild to me, especially these like older celebrities who already are established, do not have to be online.
mm-hmm.
You're lucky you don't have to be online. You're lucky you don't have to use Twitter to promote your new album or whatever it is. And in everyone's mind, it's just like, oh yeah, I like that song. I don't really want to hurt me. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what people know you from. And if
Right.
you had just kept your mouth fucking
stuck to
shut,
that.
nobody would have a thing to say. But now you throw it all under the fucking bus. And I'm honestly a little surprised that they're making him or he's being advised to step down, because 2 years ago it wouldn't have been a thing. This would have been celebrated. Oh, look at Boy George making a peace song going on about the hostages or whatever.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I thought that too. If he had done it like right after October 7th,
yeah,
people would have been like, oh, how compassionate, how nice of him, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that he waits 2 years plus and then watches a full genocide go down, watches the entire area of Gaza be completely and totally destroyed, and sees, like I said, hundreds of thousands of Palestinians be murdered, including them specifically targeting babies and children, toddlers. And then he decides this is the time to come out with this song. It's like, you're a monster. You're a
and you
fucking
used
monster.
AI. You could have made this in 2 seconds 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I just saw a video earlier today
Maybe he's
of
just now learning
Israel.
about AI, like
Yeah.
like James Clyburn. Maybe he had never heard of Claude or ChatGPT.
I just saw a video earlier today of Israel bombing tents, refugee tents. Like,
Yeah.
it is no more like, oh, there's tunnels underneath the tents. They got weapons underneath the tents.
Yeah, actually, let me show everybody, because this article just came out the other day from the Associated Press. And just for everybody watching, this is not video, these are not pictures from a year ago, 6 months ago even. This is a recent bombing, the photos I'm going to show you. So this is the AP article. As it says, photos show the scenes after the latest Israeli strikes in Gaza. So this is what they're doing to innocent Palestinians. Just blow. You can see, here's the tents that they were all living in.
Crazy.
These makeshift structures, and they just go drop bombs on them.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you see, like, these people are living in squalor. What do they have? These people are not a danger to anyone. They have nothing. They have no food. They have no homes. They're not terrorists. They're just trying to survive. And this is what Israel is doing to them.
That's their crime.
Look
They're
at
trying to
this.
survive.
Yeah. Just for being brown and living next to Israel. And this is what they're doing to them.
To have the audacity to
So,
be alive.
This is what our tax dollars are paying for.
Yeah.
Every time we have to send a huge chunk out of every one of our paychecks to the federal government, this is what it's paying for.
Yeah.
All of these people are wildly underweight, which shows you they haven't had food in God knows how long. I mean, it's just sickening. Absolutely sickening.
It's sickening. It's disgusting. And the fact that, Democrats in this country aren't even slowly, slightly, maybe a little bit moving to be like, yeah, maybe Israel's the greatest. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be sending all the money over there. A little bit. Just a little bit. Whereas, the people who are winning elections, like Darylisa Chevalier here in New York, she was at a protest on October 8th, which she got scrutinized for. Oh, why were you there on October 8th? How could, because she knew. Because this is not new.
Exactly what was coming.
History did not begin on October 7th. She knew what Israel was going to do. And unfortunately, she was right. And now she won. She was one of the protesters at the Columbia College campus, and now she's representing that district. We need more. We need more of that.
Yeah.
And we got some more elections coming up next week and the week after. Check out this space for coverage. Shout out Dieter here in chat. He's got one of my we do a show together every Wednesday. He's got great essays on his channel, American Wasp. Go check out that channel. He comes from the elites, the WASPs, and knows the ideology behind them and breaks it down real well. We got to get him on as a guest for sure.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, but he also is interested in what's going on with the LA mayor's race and wants us to remember Stallone is MAGA. Stallone is getting a MAGA pass. Okay, and he
all of
should
the
not.
has-beens are MAGA.
Yeah, but Schwarzenegger's going the other way.
Yeah.
He's coming around this way. I'm like, okay, good. Yes, Terminator beats Rambo every day.
Mhm. Yeah.
The 80 stars are breaking one
Yeah.
way or another.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they can keep Chachi and Stallone.
Chachi. Dude, they got Chachi, they got Hercules. Come on, it's a
Yeah.
star-studded event. And now they got Jonathan Majors in Ben Shapiro's brand new movie.
Yeah. The one that kills me is it Anthony or Antonio Sabata Jr.?
Who's that?
He was a
That name sounds
model
familiar.
and an actor back in the 80s or back in the 90s. He was kind of big. Yeah, he was pretty hot, I will say.
Oh, your crush. Oh,
Actually, you know what? He looked almost exactly like the Jewish guy that I referred to earlier that I was dating. Yeah,
oh, I remember this guy. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
unfortunate.
When my best friend at the time, because he was in a video with Janet Jackson,
Mm.
"Love Will Never Do Without You,"
Mm-hmm.
and she walked in the room. I was watching the video, and my best friend walked in the room. She goes, "That looks like that man you're dating." Yeah, he does.
That's a non-zero reason why we're dating.
Yep, it was. But
So yeah, folks,
yeah.
if you're just joining us, this is Raw News and Politics. You're watching On Flow Friday with Gina Bonanno. I'm Alex of Devil's Advocate Productions. I just crossed 1,000 followers over on YouTube.
Yeah,
Thank you very much,
congratulations.
Gina.
Whoop, whoop.
We'll be monetized in a matter of weeks. So they send you a physical like number in the mail, right?
Mhm.
That you have to like plug in to monetize to make sure that you're a real person. Cool. All right, good. Confirmation. We will get monetized. Now the next goal, 2,000. Let's get me to 2,000. And let's get Gina. The last time I saw your numbers, it was 274,000. Now it's 275,000. Let's
Yeah,
get her to 3.
it's been creeping. I was trying to hit 300,000 by the end of this month for my birthday, but yeah, there's some
Let's make it a
shady
New Year's
stuff
present.
going on with YouTube.
Oh
There's
yeah,
some
YouTube's cracking
not
down
good
too.
stuff. God. Um, But yeah, welcome everyone. We do this every Friday, Ant Flow Friday, where we rage and rag and let it flow freely. No poon plugs. No.
We free bleed all over the
That's
internet.
right. Just all over the internet. Blood everywhere, coming out of our eyes, coming out of our wherever. So yeah, that's us. Anyway, yeah, so next up, let's talk about this new third party that's
Oh,
being
yes.
formed. This is fun. So let me show everybody the screen here so you can follow along. So yeah, we have got Marjorie Taylor Greene. She is teaming up with Tucker Carlson and a bunch of other people, and they are declaring that they're going to start a third party. So Tucker Carlson just put out his list of 10 items, 10 things, 10 tenets of what he thinks the new party should include. So I'm going to read those to you, Alex, and get your
Please.
feedback. So this is as close as I could make it out because they were all kind of combined together in what I was reading. But it says, okay, everyone should be held accountable under the law without exception. And he specifically named presidents. So I'm very glad to hear that. So I think we all agree.
Mm-hmm.
No foreign lobbying or fighting wars on behalf of Israel and other countries that try to lobby us for that reason.
That goes in line with what he's talked about. He's an isolationist.
So I think that's good. Also, bring U.S. manufacturing back, which I'm cool with. I don't know how doable that is because our country has changed so much. But if there's a way to do it, I would be for it. I just think with the rise of the machines and AI, that's going to be a heavy lift. But also, he is pro Maha. More specifically, though, like he's into the healthy food, which I am too. He's into, getting toxins out and all that. I am 100% behind that. He is calling, though, for a sober country specifically free of drugs for disorders. Like his thing was like,
Right.
if you have depression or you have ADD or sleep disorder, like things that people are prescribed medications for.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with me, like as someone who, kind of came up through like the health and wellness space and believes in the core idea behind Maha. And I believe in a lot of natural, not that I believe in, I have done enough studying, I have done enough research to know that there are natural cures for things. But there are also some things that can't be cured naturally. You can work on it, it may help, but there, not everyone is the same. Not everybody's brain works the same as everyone else. And so what works for one person may not work for you. And so just to make these blanket statement that like nobody needs antidepressants or nobody needs ADD medication, I think there's a lot of factors involved. It depends on what your mother ate when she was carrying you. It depends on, what toxins you have been exposed to when you were in the womb, after you were born. Like, what is your diet like? What foods do you have access to? What can you afford to eat? If you can't afford to eat all organic, then you're screwed. I mean, you can try to live as healthfully as possible, and keep your brain functioning properly. But it's an uphill climb. It's much harder if you don't have access to healthy food. So yeah, that one, I think just making blanket statements and saying everybody has to be on board with all of this and we're just going to outlaw it for everyone is just insanity.
Yeah.
He also said punish government officials who lie, and he was mostly referring to people like Anthony Fauci, like officials who, lie to us about health and things like that,
Right.
Immunizations, stuff like that. And here's the thing with that. What's funny is the right has their opinions of Anthony Fauci, which is, all the way to the right, is just totally extreme. And then the left has the opposite extreme. The truth about Fauci lies somewhere in the middle because he wasn't 100% honest. When he went, when he told the American people that we didn't have enough masks, that was, or what was it? He said, did he say everyone should wear a mask, but then we don't have enough? Or I can't remember. There was some lie that he told when it had to do with masks because we didn't have the supply that we needed.
Yeah, there was if I recall, because I don't know which lie they're talking about, and it's so convoluted, especially 6 years later.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, initially questioned about this in like a relatively good faith way. I think it was on like MSNBC or CNN or something. He was saying like, look, I'm in a position where across the world, this is breaking out. It's moving fast. We're trying to save as many lives as possible. Yeah, I'm going to fudge shit for the broader American populace that will reduce panic, reduce. I mean, what did we see in the first days? People going to fucking grocery stores and buying out all the toilet paper, buying out everything, stealing
Yeah.
the shit. So to avoid that, we're gonna maybe fudge some things a little bit just to keep the lid on it so that the most people can survive as possible. So I don't even begrudge, but like, yeah, sure, it's probably. I'm gonna let you finish with these, and then I'm gonna tell you what Tucker really means.
Yeah. I think as a matter of policy, we just for public officials, when you lie, you erode trust, and that's the problem. And then it's almost impossible to get it back. And so I think that this is a huge problem, and whether it was done for the right reason or not,
For sure,
it makes people wary and wonder, like, okay, if you lied to me about masks, what else are you lying to me about? And then he did absolutely play word games and play semantics when they questioned him in Congress about gain of function research. That is my biggest beef with Anthony Fauci, because, and this is where the left gets it totally wrong, because, it was proven through the release of all kinds of documents that the COVID virus did not start in the wet market. And understand, as I say that, as someone who believes in a plant-based diet and thinks that we are overly cruel and destructive to the planet through meat eating, and that it's cruelty and heinous and that we should stop doing it, wet market theory would be like a dream come true for me, because it would be like, see, this is what happens when we eat animals, right? So understand, as me saying that, it takes away my, one of my arguments as a plant-based person. So I'm saying this only because I'm very honest in that when he sat before Congress, he flat out lied to them. I think it was Rand Paul who was questioning him, which Rand Paul is a doctor, so he understands this stuff too. And he kept trying to pin him down on gain of function research that they were doing, which was dangerous. Now, here's the thing that the right doesn't want to hear. The left doesn't want to hear that Fauci lied about gain of function research. And for anybody listening who doesn't understand what that is, basically what it is that scientists will see how far they can push something until it's dangerous to the population, until they can, if it got out into the world, would it cause a complete collapse of society? And, are we going to have a pandemic on our hands? And can it transfer to humans? And so they play around with this shit in these labs, and they make these viruses stronger and stronger and stronger purposely to test these theories and see how far they can push it. And he lied. He kept using a different term for it, and Rand Paul kept trying to pin him down and saying, what you're describing is gain of function research. And Fauci would not admit it. No, it's not. No, it's not. We were just blah, 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 blah. And Rand Paul was like, exactly, that's gain of function research. Now, here's the thing, again, that's what the left doesn't want to admit. What the right doesn't want to admit is that Obama was the one who stopped gain of function research. During his presidency, he signed, I don't remember, I think it must have been an executive order outlawing it, saying, we're not going to do that. We're not going to play God. We're not going to play games here and tempt fate. Okay. When Donald Trump got back into office, he undid that. He stopped it. So he allowed them to go back to doing gain of function research. And that is when it got out. That is when it allegedly escaped from, this facility.
So what is the purpose of gain of function research? The only look, I watch a lot of movies. I talk about movies, TV, music, video games on my channel. So when I hear scientists are trying to make a already deadly virus even deadlier, I'm thinking, oh, this is so they can weaponize it against the population. This
Yeah.
is so they can, use it against in warfare or whatever. This is R&D research, DARPA kind of stuff. So I have no idea why or are they doing it so that we'll make the virus even stronger and then make a vaccine for that so that any naturally occurring version of this virus, which would be weaker, would definitely be wiped out by this vaccine. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not into this kind of stuff. So
I think
I
their
genuinely
argument,
don't know.
yeah, I think their argument is that we want to see so that we can make a vaccine so that we can protect people
Okay.
just in case this ever transfers from an animal to a human. But
Okay.
yeah, is that the reality? Is that really what they're doing? Or are they trying to create weapons, bioweapons?
Yeah. Could be both.
They're never going to tell us, right? They're
Right,
never going
right.
to tell us the truth.
Which may be the reason that Fauci is so cagey at a public hearing with Rand Paul. Now, the lying officials,
Mhm.
that's right. It does erode trust because I don't trust Rand Paul on anything.
Yeah.
So I don't trust that he's even asking questions in good faith other than I'm Rand Paul. I'm a doctor. I want to show that I'm smarter than this guy who I don't like. So I'm going to try and embarrass him in this hearing. Again, this is something when Biden had sexual assault accusers come out, and the only people who would platform them is Fox News. It immediately erodes trust in that accusation because this is on Fox. It sucks. It sucks that I think this way. Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
I have to like put it to the side that this is on Fox. Yes, MSNBC and CNN don't want to hurt Biden, so they're not going to platform this person who might be a Democrat also. But Fox will. Fox is the one who's putting on DSA leaders right now because they're trying to make DSA into this big, scary thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, look crazy, look insane. And they're doing very well on Fox, I should say. But but if they were to go on CNN and MSNBC, which would be just as adversarial, let's be clear, they would maybe get to go on MSNBC with like Ari Melber. Or there's another Muslim guy on there who I like now. I forget his name, but he was doing good work. Chris Hayes. Like if they go on Chris Hayes' show, he'd be fair. He'd actually let them explain the platform. Why do you want to abolish prisons? Why do you want to abolish the Senate? Like how can that actually make us more democratic?
Right.
Tucker Carlson, I don't trust as far as I can throw him. I think that picture on the Daily Beast is perfect. Him, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Trump hanging out. Because they are hanging out. That's what they're doing. They might be pissed at Trump just because he's ruining the brand.
Like the old, a broken clock is right twice a day type of people.
But like Carlson, like the no money for foreign war, that's isolationism. That's we should like he said it before. Why did the United States get involved in World War II? We shouldn't have. He says we shouldn't have because he didn't care what Germany was doing. He doesn't care what Japan was doing. He didn't give a fuck about Pearl Harbor. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Some soldiers got killed. Whatever. We should have just let them do it because we're isolationists. We shouldn't get involved. What's the point? Candace Owens echoed the same sentiment when she said the only problem with Hitler was that he had tried to expand out of his borders.
Yeah.
That's the same problem that Tucker has with Hitler. He tried to expand out of his borders. Bullshit. Bullshit. When he says we should bring manufacturing back, who do you think is going to do the manufacturing? Prisoners. Prisoners are doing most of the fucking agricultural work, manufacturing work in this country now because part of the amendment that got rid of slavery left in a caveat that if you're imprisoned, you can still be enslaved. People are working for $1 an hour. Well, the prison gets $5 an hour for people, literally picking like vegetables and our agriculture in this country. And they want to make it permanent and they want to expand it. That's what I think he's in favor for. He's in favor of the technocrats, the Elon Musk, the Peter Thiels, the Jeff Bezos, they want to create, they have no loyalty to a country, nations, they don't care. To a people, they want to create like company towns, where there's a factory and everybody works at the factory and every product in every store in that town is made at that factory. So they get you coming and going. You go there and work for them, you get paid, you spend their money on the products that then go back to the company. That's what they want, but they want it on global scale. They want to carve up the the movie Alien with like Wayland Yutani and that company. So they made a show that came out last year called Alien Earth, where it wasn't that great, but they're on Earth, and Earth is literally, there are no countries anymore. It's divided into territory of this company and that company and this company and that company. That is the goal. This area of Earth is run by Elon Musk. That area of Earth is run by Peter Thiel. This area of Earth is run by the Trumps. Yeah. That's the goal. That's what he's talking about. Because even like Tucker has said, I like JD Vance. And they like JD Vance because he's a good puppet. He's a real good puppet. Peter Thiel has his hand up his ass for fucking 10 years now.
Yeah.
I don't trust the word out of his mouth.
Yeah, the thing that concerns me and what I try to warn the left about is that when you completely and totally discount everything that someone says, then there will never be any coming back together, or and it makes it harder for us to get through to them. What I mean by that is, like, I think that RFK Jr. is, pretty much batshit crazy and just power hungry and will say or do anything he needs to take power and do what he wants. The guy's talking about, oh yeah, I eat stuff off the road that I find, it's like, okay, that's batshit crazy, right? So it's easy to discount every other thing that he says, but there are grains of truth. There are some things that he talks about that are legitimate, that you can go research the scientific papers and see that he's actually correct. And by just shutting down that discussion entirely, what we're doing is we're turning away some people who used to be on the left, who used to be Democrats, and who maybe still are registered Democrats, but they voted for Donald Trump because RFK Jr. was in his administration or planning to be part of his administration. And so when we don't look at things on a case-by-case basis and we just automatically assume that everything out of their mouths is false and we can't trust them, and so everything must be a lie, that's exactly what they do to us that drives us crazy.
You're right. You're right. No, that's a good point.
Anything we say to them, when we try to show them facts, they're like, fake news, that's false, you're liars, you're democrats, you guys don't know what you're talking, you just have TDS. It's like, okay, at some point we have to start listening to each other. I mean, it's like any other relationship. If you're in a relationship with a spouse or friend or significant other, and every time they say something to you, all you do is argue with them and tell them they're wrong, eventually they stop talking to you, and eventually, I mean, the communication just ends completely. So,
No, that's a fair point. That's a fair point, because yeah, that list that you just gave me, yes, we should absolutely stop funding foreign governments committing genocide. Absolutely. We should stop endless wars where we don't like this government asserting its dominant. We don't like Iran saying, hey, the Strait of Hormuz is actually in our territory. We're going to decide what ships we allow and not allow. Fuck you, we're going to war. Venezuela wants to raise the price of oil, their own natural resource. So we kidnapped the president. Yeah, we shouldn't do that anymore. But we also shouldn't completely isolate and there's a genocide being committed and we go, well, they're doing a genocide. It's over there. So we're not going to do anything. The pills. Yeah, absolutely. Like there's definitely, I have a therapist. I've been on medication before. They've definitely told me, look, we go to conferences. We have people from the pharmaceutical industry literally going like, hey, here's a new pill that you should definitely be selling to your patients. And for every 10, you'll get an extra couple $100. Like, definitely. And I have good therapists who are very like open with that and being like, look, we were pushed this. We don't know. Like, we think it might help. But again, this was pushed. So absolutely, big pharma should be regulated. I don't think it's that hot of a take, Tucker. But yes, outlawing it, like he has been saying for years, he has been on this for years, is his way of going, okay, so take away the medicine. Then what happens? Then people who need it are going to fucking act out. And then what happens? Cops are called. They're interned into asylums. They want to bring asylums back. So now we have, again, more incarcerated people to be a workforce to bring the manufacturing back to this country. I mean, I think manufacturing should come back to this country. You know what you can do? You can make it so companies cannot have their bases of operations in other countries. They can't build factories in other countries. You want to make it so that we have more organic food? Outlaw non-organic food.
Yeah.
Outlaw fucking additives
do what
and
other countries
pesticides.
have done and ban GMO grain.
Yeah.
Ban GMO seeds.
But then they would
We're
have to
not
be
al-
going
we're
up
not
against
allowed to use
companies.
GMO seeds.
Right.
But
They'd have
you
then
have
they'd have
to, what they want to do is outlaw all of this stuff, but not give people another way to get healthy, not give people the resources they need in order to be able to afford the healthier food or, get off of the medications. So that's my issue with them. But yeah, I get frustrated with the left when people on the left just automatically, oh, everything they say is fake. And so this must be a joke. And, kind of like and trust me, I'm like so irritated with Joe Rogan nowadays. I think he just has gone off the deep end, the right deep end.
Yeah.
But when COVID was going down and he started taking, what was the drug that was like
Ivermectin.
Yeah, ivermectin, and the left made it, oh, it's a horse, it's for horses, blah blah blah. Yes, there is a horse version, but there also is one for humans. And the fact that the left did that and just, made fun of him and like, oh, he's, they're taking this stuff that's for horses, blah blah blah. You just make yourself look like you're completely uninformed. You make yourself look like the Kool-Aid cult, right? Like you're not doing your research. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're just making stupid statements because that's what you heard from, CNN or MSNBC or something. So we have to get to a point where, on the left, I think we're intelligent enough and we understand that research is valuable and reading things and actually looking into stuff ourselves is important. We need to do it for everything and not just, oh, what did Trump do today or what did Trump say today? We need to do it across the board on all topics.
Yeah.
And the left, I think, is too easily manipulated by the quote unquote experts on MSNBC or what's MS now. And CNN is, oh, trust the experts, well, guess what? Sometimes the experts don't know what they don't know. Sometimes it's not that they're being nefarious or trying to be shady about stuff, but sometimes they don't know what they don't know. And a perfect example is doctors are only given in the 8 to 10 year span that they go to school. they get on average somewhere around like 4 to 8 hours of nutrition training. Now, that's insanity to me.
Unless they're becoming a nutritionist or something. Unless that's their
Well, yeah, I
specialty.
mean, you wouldn't go to medical school to become a nutritionist, though. Like
Okay.
you get a completely different training. Like
Okay.
I'm certified as a vegan nutritionist. I'm certified as an integrative nutrition health coach. So that's completely separate
Okay.
training. And yeah, doctors are they're not taught about what we're ingesting. Like they get hardly, and I've talked to doctors, I did my health conference back in 2018, and I had numerous doctors that came and spoke, and they have all told me with their own mouths, and they told the audience too, like I barely got any nutrition training. And what I did learn was from like basically big ag, because and they would
Interesting.
say you go to these conferences and oh, it's sponsored by the dairy industry.
Right.
It's sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I had a doctor that this was, shortly before my mother passed of stage 4 cancer. And the doctor looked at her and said, "Oh, what you eat doesn't matter. You can eat whatever you want. It doesn't affect your cancer." And I was about to come out of my fucking skin. I wanted to punch that doctor in the face. I was so fucking pissed off. Like, you can go research and find anywhere that dairy increases cancer, that sugar increases cancer. Like, it helps it grow. This isn't a matter of opinion. This isn't a matter of, oh, I just don't like the dairy industry. These are facts. When you increase IGF-1, or especially if you have like breast cancer and you're taking in dairy, which is filled with estrogen, because it can only come from a cow that is either pregnant or that has just given birth. So that fact alone means that any dairy you consume has these ungodly amounts of estrogen in them, because calves or dairy cows, their estrogen level in their milk, if you compare it to what a human is, it's exponentially higher. So I seriously, I just wanted to kill this doctor. I was thinking,
Yeah.
you're killing my mother faster, and every patient you're seeing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't
Yeah.
believe how irresponsible.
I think just this goes to the point of like, let's get some free healthcare in this country. Let's get some free education, free college, and fuck college, free medical school. Like, we need doctors, we need scientists. We are having a huge brain drain crisis where they are either not being produced because they're all being defunded, because the education department's being defunded, been defunded over fucking decades, and or they're leaving. They're going to other countries where those skills are valued and they can have careers, and it's not here anymore.
Well, just getting the financial motive out of our out of our health system.
No more climate change summits sponsored by Boeing or Exxon. That's crazy that was sponsored by the dairy industry.
When it comes to our health, that it's gross. I mean, it's just such a flawed system. When you tell someone, hey, I mean, think about it. When doctors put someone on chemo, they get a kickback every time that person gets a chemo treatment.
Yeah.
That is a perverse system.
Things that you need to survive should not be monetized.
No. Yeah.
It should not be allowed to be monetized.
Yeah. Yeah. This is why other countries are more focused on keeping people healthy, because the government is footing the bill, because the people are footing the bill through their taxes. People are like, I don't want to have a sick population because it affects me personally, because then I'm paying for it in my taxes.
A healthy population if you want to put it in capitalist terms, increases productivity.
Yep.
It increases productivity, but a sick population,
We would have lower crime.
We would have lower crime. We would have lower, we would have higher lifespans. We'd have more inventors. Period. More creators.
We would probably
we would have a golden age.
We would need less social services
Less,
if our population was healthy.
And it would cost the country less money.
Mm-hmm.
It would cost the country less money. The only reason we don't is because a population who is scared, who is living paycheck to paycheck, who is uncertain, who, if you get sick, it might mean you're homeless, which then you could be incarcerated and then be part of free labor. This only serves the billionaires. Only serves the people who own companies who, like, you can't leave no matter how bad we treat you as an employee because you need that paycheck to barely scrape by.
And, you know, when people are sick, the last thing they're worried about is the government. Right? I mean, when you're ill, when you're not feeling well, when you have a chronic health condition, or especially if you have a life-threatening health condition, that is your one and only focus. You don't have time to be watching or the energy or mental capacity to be watching the news and caring about what the government is up to and what your elected leaders are up to and what's going on in the world. So, yeah, I mean, it benefits all of these people in power to keep the population sick and, you know, barely getting by.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of which, actually, I have another video to share with everybody. So, by the way, welcome to everyone in the chat. Olaraza, thank you for the 10 jewels. Yakov, what's up? What's up? Yeah, so welcome everyone. This is Antflow Friday. I'm Gina Bonanno. I am from Raw News and Politics. I'm the founder of Raw News and Politics. I'm on pretty much every platform you can imagine, YouTube, Twitch, and all the socials. This is Alex with me from Devil's Advocate Productions. We do this every Friday, so hope you guys will join us again if it's your first time here. But we are, we are ragging and raging. And speaking of ragging and raging, I have some videos of Donald Trump basically. And I do have more points to go through on the Tucker Carlson thing, so we can go through more of that too. But I want to show you some videos. This is from a speech that Donald Trump just gave in Las Vegas, Nevada. And he is talking about, did I just say it's Nevada?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah. I said it like,
oh, Nevada?
Yeah, I said it like his daughter. Sorry. Yeah, I know it's Nevada. I said Nevada. Like,
Ivanka.
Like
Ivanka
Ivanka
Trump.
says it. Nevada. So anyway, all right, so this is Donald Trump talking about his amazing, incredible economy that doesn't exist. So take a listen.
Right now, it's one of the best things. I mean, it's one of the greatest things. People are making a lot of money, no tax on tips, and it's great. This past filing season, 440,000 tipped workers right here in Nevada saved an average of $10,000 on their taxes. Think of that. Just on the no tax on tips. More Americans are working in the United States right now than at any point in the history of our country. I saw polls today on television. I say, Donald Trump polls on the economy aren't good. The economy is the greatest economy we've ever had by far. The economy aren't good. They're fake polls, just like fake writers. And as illegal aliens go home, the cost of rent, groceries, and other staples is coming down very fast. Our costs are coming way down. You know, they talk about affordability. I took over the country. The prices were through the roof. In my first day, the press said, what are you going to do about affordability? It was a word they devised, affordability. No, they never used that word before.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I just shared a report, may have even been this week, it might have been last week, about how we now have almost 1/3 of our country is not employed.
yeah.
So so two things can be true. He's right that, yeah, we do have the most employed people that we've ever had, but that's because we've had population growth. So we
We've
just
had the
naturally have
most
more
people in the
people.
country that we've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also have over 1/3 of our country who is not employed, and the vast majority are not looking for employment. So it's skewing the unemployment numbers because a lot of people have just given up on even looking. So
Yeah.
they were saying, like, we now have the highest number of people who are not working in our country since COVID.
Yeah. And look, I've been looking for jobs. Like, I have a job, but it's paycheck to paycheck. So I've been looking for a second one or maybe a better one. It has been the worst in the last year or two than I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's anecdotal. And I'm in a specialized field of filmmaking and, whatnot. But just not hearing anything back ever for
Yeah.
2 years is pretty
I hear,
bad.
yeah, I hear that from people that they just get ghosted.
Yeah. And good luck to even find a real job on one of these sites. Some of them are, no, we have a job opening, but we are looking internally. But for some legal reason, we need to post it in public. So this is a job posted in public that they do not intend to hire anybody who applies.
Jesus.
Yeah, ghost jobs. And then if they are a real job, you're going through an AI filter. They're going to send your resume through an AI filter. If it has keywords that it likes, maybe it sends you along to a human being. If not, you just get lost in the digital database.
Oh my God.
It was already bad. It was already really bad before this. And now it's gotten to the point where no one, and of course, and companies don't want to hire either because they don't know. Are we going to get tariffs tomorrow? Are we going to get tariffs later today? Who knows what this motherfucker is going to tweet or announce or whatever? Or is he going to start a war with another country? Are we going to have a different strait that we need to learn the name of? I haven't heard of the Strait of Hormuz before this. Remember the Suez Canal?
Yeah.
Remember that? Everyone was talking about that shit. We shouldn't know the names of trade routes. These should be automatic. They shouldn't be controversial that they need to be opened or closed or this or that. Yeah. He's making it that way, and it's because he's a fucking idiot. Yeah. He just spouts. I mean, look, I grew up with a Jewish mother from Queens, so very Donald Trump-like. They will just say anything. Anything. I didn't say that. It's the greatest ever. What are you talking about? No, it's not. They'll just deny reality to your face. To your face.
Know, the more he lies, the more he does the air accordion.
The air accordion.
That's how you always know. He's
because he's trying to get you to focus. He's like, no, right between my hands. The thing I'm saying right now, that's the truth. Anything out of here, don't believe it. Get it out of here. Yeah. This right here. This is what you need to listen to.
And here, and we have proof of how bad things are. I don't know if you saw this. Let me see. Why is it? Oh, where did it go? Let me see. It's the new jobs report. That is horrific.
I'm surprised he even let it be released.
Okay, it keeps saying I have oh, sorry. I have to remove Trump. If only we could do that in real life.
No, but please.
You just hit a button. Stop sharing. Remove from
office.
So this was from Forbes yesterday. So they were talking about how, private sector employment slowed to one of its lowest levels. So look at this. private sector payrolls increased only 44,000 in July. This is from ADP. So, and then June, they revised down. So they thought, oh, June was better than we thought it was going to be. No, they revised that down to only 95,000. And then the analysts were expecting at least 75,000 this month, which still would have been absolutely atrocious. I mean, to be where he is saying we are, or, even to match where Biden was, you have to be over 100,000 a month. So just pathetic.
This is terrible, terrible numbers.
Yeah, and most of them are all in just a concentrated few different areas, and we're losing jobs in manufacturing, which was supposed to be his big thing. Oh, we're bringing back manufacturing.
Yeah, Infrastructure Week. That's been going on for like 8 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. And can't wait to see that that this new healthcare plan.
Oh yeah,
that he swears we're going to have great American healthcare.
Oh my God, it's gonna be here's
Alex.
here's a couple of Advil. That's your healthcare plan.
Yeah. But I like how he keeps talking about it as, oh, we're going to give you the money. We're not going to send it to the insurance companies. We're going to give you the money, and then you can go get your own health insurance. Who the hell does he think we're going to pay for health insurance? It's still going to the health insurance companies.
Yeah.
We still have to pay them. They're still making money. He's so stupid. He seriously it's so obvious he has never had to purchase health insurance in his entire life. He doesn't understand how it works.
No.
That's the only explanation.
The only time he cares is when he gets a new toupee or new hair plugs or liposuction or
his new
whatever.
Dentures.
New dentures.
His dentures, so he starts talking like this. Everything sounds like this.
The faster this guy gets out of office, the better. I can't wait. I'm excited for these midterms. We gotta stop them. We gotta stop them. They're getting desperate. It is. I believe this is the death throes of the Confederacy. It is the last gasp of neoliberalism, neoconservatism, capitalism, maybe, but like they're gonna go violently, and they are. Like Stephen Miller is out there talking about, oh, we gotta get Hassan Piker and lock him up and this and that. They want to. I saw a harrowing video of women detainees in one of the concentration camps. Got a video out saying, "Here's what's happening here," and we're getting, of course, assaulted and all the worst things you can imagine. And then after they found out the women released the video, they all got put in solitary and even more tortured and stuff. Like, they are buffoons and they are silly and fun to laugh at, but we must remember they are doing real harm and killing many people. And they must be held to account. I don't want no. I'm trying to be careful. No Democratic politician running for president in 2028 on a platform of turn the page, let the heat die down. They'll come together. I believe you're right that we do need to speak to the people who vote for MAGA and go like, hey, there is a pathway back. There is a reconciliation in this country, a reconstruction, if you will, that needs to be finished, because Reconstruction post-slavery was never finished post-Civil War. That needs to be finished, and we really do need to come together. But we don't have to come together with Elon Musk. We don't have to come together with Tucker Carlson. We don't have to come together with Peter Thiel. These are enemies. These are villains. Yeah. They must be defeated and locked up. Like, look, I don't know if I'm an abolitionist. I agree with a lot of abolition kind of policies and language on the DSA platform, but boy, am I not. I am very carceral when it comes to Donald Trump and Elon Musk and Peter Thiel and these fucks, Stephen Miller, who, again, are responsible for the deaths of thousands, if not millions of people. Elon Musk alone with Doge and cutting USAID. Who knows how many fucking people he's killed personally?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and he's panicking about that a little bit.
Yes, he
He's
is, and
like,
I love it.
now that people have brought the receipts and they see, like, yeah, you actually have caused the death of millions of people around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That interview he did with the editor in chief of The Economist is very revealing of just like how much. Look, years ago he was seen as like, oh, this like wonder kid. He's so smart. He's building up Tesla and making EVs cool. He's trying to save the planet. He's trying to get us to Mars and space exploration. The more he talks, the more billionaires talk, the more you realize, oh, they're just lucky. They're just idiots who got really lucky, maybe made a couple good business decisions, but came from a place of privilege, already had plenty of money to start a venture in the first place.
Musk's family was wealthy, right?
Yeah. I started an interview with Errol Musk, his father, who was talking about he owned an emerald mine in South Africa. So, yes, very wealthy. Talking about apartheid, villainizing Mandela, saying, oh, actually, the white people had less rights than the black people. And the interviewer was like, black people couldn't vote. White people could vote. And he's like, well, the voting didn't really matter either. We got voted out. So it's like, yeah, but you could vote, stupid. Like, that's the point. And again, it's white supremacy. It's the same ideology that fuels the Israelis. It's the same ideology. It's just an ideology of entitlement, superiority. Every time they accuse the left or poor people of being entitled, being greedy, ungrateful, it's projection. It's projection of their own insecurities, that they don't actually deserve what they have, that maybe your money would do better in the pocket of somebody else, would do better in the pocket of many somebody else's, because your money could be in the. He could create millionaires. They could make every person in this country a millionaire just by Elon Musk money alone. It is ridiculous. And what up, Yakov, Captain Hammer, Pinkerbell? I see you guys in the chat. Shout out to the regular This Space chatters, where Gina and I know each other from. Go check out This Space TV, live Monday through Thursdays. But yes, Trump is he's of a dying breed. Yeah. And I really hope.
There was a funny meme that said something to the effect of, when Trump dies, let me see what it says. I think I saved it. So I was going to show it to you. Yeah,
when
it
Trump
says,
dies,
when Trump dies, do you think they will tell the MAGA morons he has gone to live on a farm?
I think when he dies for real, they're gonna roll him around like Mitch McConnell for a while.
You're gonna weekend at Bernie him.
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna try and get as much out of it. Like, what can we do? Can we get some more executive orders? What can we do? They're definitely gonna, or they're gonna go, who's the successor? It's gonna be it's the battle between Don Jr. and Eric is gonna be legendary.
I have something potentially very hysterical to show everybody. So
I'm excited.
I just saw this pop up on Twitter. Oh my God. Okay. This is the latest Iran video. It's the latest Iran made Lego video called Stinky Donnie.
Look, I do not support AI, but these are very funny videos.
Yeah. Okay. Bring this up.
It'd be way more impressive if they made this in stop motion for real.
Yeah. Okay. As you can see here, he's holding on to
oh my God,
pile, sucking on a pacifier, and there's
surrounded by shit.
Piles of shit everywhere. Okay, here we go.
AIPAC.
Oh.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart is actually really funny.
BJ Queen.
Rubio.
Wow.
United States of Israel. Smell of power.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, I gotta say, it may be AI, but man, they're good with the lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah. They're definitely paying attention to what's going on over here. So
I also like that they do a lot of imagery that tries to create solidarity between the Iranian people and the American people. Go, look, we're both under the thumb of an authoritarian. We're both, whether it's Netanyahu or they don't really go after like their own
Nope.
leader.
Wait,
Which
Tinkerbell is saying nobody heard the lyrics.
it was a little quiet. It was a little
Was it?
quiet.
Huh.
Yeah, I could hear it.
That was weird. Huh. Okay. I don't
It's
know
all
why
right.
they didn't
It
play
did.
louder.
I also agree. It did get a little fetishy towards the end. There was a lot
Yeah.
of poop in that. It was a lot of poop.
Yeah.
I think that was just because of that viral moment at I think it was Lindsey Graham's funeral, where it clearly is like the Secret Service guy next to Trump like smelled something disgusting, and people were theorizing that he shit his pants.
Well, did you see the picture today of I don't know what it was from. It was some women's team that was at the White House, I guess, or at some
No.
event. And there was one of the players standing behind Trump, and she's like, she's holding her breath.
My
She's like,
God. That's so funny.
let me see if I can
It's so
find
funny.
it.
But yeah,
I don't even know what to type in to find that player holding her breath.
women's
I don't
team
know.
visits White House.
Yeah, I don't know what team it was. Oh, yep, that worked.
There you go.
Okay, let me see. This is funny.
Funkin' Chief. It says Etch. What up, Etch?
You see her?
Hold your breath. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, it's an Olympic medalist. Oh my God. Hold your breath, girl. This is an Olympian's face as she stood behind Donald Trump at the White House reception has captured the internet's hearts and minds. Olympic athletes freestyle skier gold and bronze medalist Elizabeth Lemley was caught in an eye-grabbing picture by Reuters, who documented the Winter Olympians and the event was honored efforts of Milano Games. Lemley appears to be clenching her lips and almost smiles as her eyes focus on the back of Trump's head. So, doesn't say why, but
just another piece of evidence that this motherfucker stinks. Like for
Yeah.
real. It is not
Yeah.
just it is her now, and it's the guy at the Secret Service. But there was moments at signing executive orders where people will like step back. more and more evidence suggests people are saying, Gina, that Donald Trump shits his
Everybody
pants.
knows it. Everybody
Everybody knows
Alex.
it. Everybody's
You know
saying it.
I know it.
Did you see?
He's the best at stinking. He is
Now,
the best ever stinky man.
I wouldn't be surprised if, because this keeps happening, like especially after the Charlie Kirk stuff and people getting fired for criticizing him. I wouldn't be surprised if this girl gets some kind of like disciplinary action or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think tides are turning, because how many times have we seen some white woman or white person go viral for saying the N-word, and then they start a GoFundMe and get a couple $1 million.
Yeah.
I have now seen a black woman who was working at Burger King, a irate Israeli customer showed up and was harassing her, and then she said, "Where are you from?" And he said, "Israel." She said, "Free Palestine." She explained herself. She made a GoFundMe. She has over $150,000 now, which, if you calculate, somebody did this on Twitter, would be about 7 years of her salary.
Wow.
So maybe the tides are starting to turn. And if you do something real dope and woke and based in public, you might be able to start a GoFundMe and get some money. So maybe we'll see some of those.
I will keep that in mind.
Because we don't need any more Chud the Builders. We don't need any more Jake Langs, going out there trying to stream, or Asmongold. Asmongold just got banned off Twitch.
Oh, really?
Which is, but, about time. Hassan got banned off Twitch once for saying cracker. Asmongold has said far worse things than cracker. And most recently, the thing that actually got him banned was saying people coming over the border should just be shot, including women and children. Yes, children should be shot at the border. Like, that's what he said that got him banned.
Oh, my God.
And that was the line for Twitch. Not any of the other stuff that he said that was heinous and violent and psychotic. But that. But okay, fine. Now let's see how long he stays banned. Yeah. Maybe it'll be a week. Maybe it'll be permanent. Who knows? But I think he'll come back very soon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But let's make it a problem. Make it a problem for Twitch.
Yeah.
Make it a problem. I remember they banned Hassan not too long ago. I forget what for this time, but he just started streaming on YouTube. And then YouTube's numbers were like skyrocketed. Yeah. Twitch's numbers plummeted, and then Twitch said, "Okay, sorry, you're not banned anymore. Please come back."
Yeah.
So hit them in the pockets. That's all they care about is their pocketbooks.
Grab them by the pocketbooks.
Grab them by the pocketbooks. Perfect. Perfect. Keep that Target boycott going. Fuck Jay-Z.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, we have hit 2:00, guys. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna repeat what Pinkerbell said for why Hassan got banned.
Oh yes.
Because I don't want to get banned. But solidarity.
Solidarity, absolutely. Shout out Pinkerbell.
Anyway,
one of the many great mods over at This Space TV.
Yeah. So thank you guys all for watching. This is Antflow Friday. We will be back with a live stream again next Friday. I am on pretty much 5 days a week on Raw News and Politics. Alex, you were on which days on Devil's Advocate?
Well, on This Space TV, I am on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and now Thursdays for our big panel show, the Space Station, which we got to get you in there on, Gina, one of these days. And on Devil's Advocate Productions, I am on vacation right now. I'm taking a little hiatus from I physically cannot post videos to the channel. There may be shorts coming because Lanterns, I believe, is starting tomorrow. I got some TV shows I want to talk about, so I'm going to be posting some shorts. But straight up videos. The last one I made is a thank you for 1,000 followers video. The one before that was a Spider-Man Brand New Day review. Go check that one out, folks. Lots of thoughts about that movie, and I spent 4 hours editing it. So. All my movie reviews and like video game reviews and TV reviews, I actually edit and spend time like trying to make them funny and like engaging videos. So please watch all of those. All my album reactions, trailer reactions, those are just fast and easy to make. Secret of the trade, folks. But yes, Devil's Advocate Productions on YouTube and Twitch. And yeah, I will be hopping in the pool soon. So I'll see you later. But I will be here. I will be live on this space this week, remote from here, and on Flow Friday next Friday as well. So stay tuned.
And for everybody watching here, please go over to Twitch. Give me a follow over there as well.
Yes.
Just in case, because I was once banned on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
About a couple years into my YouTube life for no reason. They realized they made a mistake, but I was still down for almost a week. So it's just scary that things like that can happen.
Yeah.
You have no way to contact people. So
Right.
yeah, I encourage people to go follow me on Twitch. Follow me on my social media channels. I'm on pretty much everywhere. Also over on Substack, I have a Substack page that I'm working on putting together something for everybody. I'm not going to announce it yet, but yeah, if everybody wants to go follow me over there, sign up, you'll be some of the first to know about it. So I'm putting together something that hopefully will help to hold the Trump administration accountable when this is all
Very
said and
cool.
done.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Big tease. I'm also on Twitter and Blue Sky at Devil's Advocate C, letter C. You can find me there. And yeah, on Flow Friday, again, follow us both on Twitch because maybe we'll even do some gaming. We'll teach On Flow to play some Fall Guys or Rocket League. Big Walk. New game just came out. That might be fun. But yeah, folks, have a great weekend. Enjoy your days. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Gina. Thank you as
Thank
always.
You too. Have a great vacation. Everybody else watching, have a great weekend. I'll be here slaving away while I'm in the pool, but whatever.
Take
All
care,
right.
folks.
Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.